Today we will talk about Android development and we will build a project, Android project game known as Tic Tac Toe. So we will build it from the scratch. And before we begin with this tutorial, make sure you have enough knowledge of Java. So I will insert the link to our Java playlist into the description. So make sure to go and watch that one first to learn about Java. But if you are already familiar with it, let's begin. First, you have to install and set up Android Studio. Then, then you have to click on this Start a new Android Studio project. Then as you can see, it has many pre-built templates. So for now, we are just gonna use the empty activity one since we want to build everything ourselves. Then you wanna click next, and then here you will give it any name. You can give it any name. I will call it tic tac toe since it's relevant to our activity since this is what we are creating. I'm gonna change it a bit, but that's basically it. As you can see, these other stuff has been already filled for you. And make sure to select Java here since Kotlin is also used for Android development. And make sure to select any API that you are comfortable with. I'm gonna select 19. So as you can see, it will run up to 98% devices. So when you are done, click finish. As you can see, our project has been created now. So it's scanning the files. So this is our main window. So now as you can see, this project has been created here. So this is the main project file. Here we have the app folder, and in this source folder we have Java files. For example, our current Java file is this one, and in the rest folder there is this Android manifest file which has certain configuration about Android in general, and also in the let me show you one more thing. In the app folder there are libraries, and we have this file also. It is still loading. So as you can see, our folder is now updated. So now it has all the files. In the rest folder we have layout files. So like this, currently we have one Java file and one layout file. So in the layout file you design how your activity will look in Android development. Each screen you should say each screen or an interface is known as an activity. So every each window is known as an activity. So this is the main activity. So if you will install the app now on your mobile, you will see this. So this is the design part where you design stuff, what will happen. For example, by default, as you can see, hello world has been printed here by default. So this is what you will see if you run this on your mobile now. But this is the Java file of this activity. Each activity has its own Java file. So this activity describes this. Sorry, this Java file describes the behavior of our activity. For example, suppose we have a button here. Then when we click it, uh, and we want something to happen, right? So in this Java file, we will code what will happen when we click a certain button. So um, right, I'm gonna delete this since we don't need it. So first of all, we need a background. So let me show you one thing. Let's insert a background first since it's fully blank now. So let's insert a background, give it a nice look. So, but before I do that, yeah, let's set up. So I have this image that I want to use as my background. So what I will do, if you want an image to be used as a background, just go ahead and copy it. Make sure there are no spaces in the file name. So copy the image like this, then go to your Android, then go to here your project here on the left side. Then what you have to do is go to this res folder, then expand it, then go to the drawable folder, select it, right click it, and hit paste. So now as you can see, it is asking where our directory. So make sure to select this one, drawable. Now it is asking for a name. You can rename it, but I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna keep it like this. So I pressed OK. Now our, as you can see, our image is in this drawable folder. Now we can use it in our activity, our app. So as you can see, there are multiple partitions of designing. For example, here we can drag text or buttons directly to the screen like this. For example, I have dragged a button here, and its code will get updated here. As you can see, now its code is getting updated here. So each design has a code, each design element has a code at its backend. So we have multiple view modes. We can I prefer the split mode so we can see both code, and as you can see, as I'm dragging it, my code is changing. Notice the this axis. So as you can see, it is changing. So these are in linked code and our design part. So this is basically designing. As you can see, this is the button tag uh, describing our button. But let's delete it. You can either press select and press delete, or you can delete this code. uh, Now I've deleted the entire button. As you can see, it's gone now. So to insert a background, if we want it to cover the whole activity, so we are gonna insert it here. Since we want it to cover the whole screen, so what you have to type and write, then column, then as you can see, there are many properties, but for now we need the background property of Android. Now you have to type at the rate of drawable slash, then you have to type the name. So now, right now, background is now we have a background. So background, we got our background. As you can see, it's no longer white or blank. Now in the, let's go in the design section, and you can see that it's no longer white. Now we have given it our activity of proper background. So now that's done with. So what more we can do? Now we need to give it some elements. It's very dull right now. But first, what if we want to test the app? So for testing the app, what you have to do is you have to connect your device. First, you have to open your device. Then you have to enable developer mode. You can find it on Google. Then you have to you have to you have to go to developer mode, and in those options you will find an option of USB debugging. Make sure to turn it on, then connect your mobile with uh, this your laptop or your PC. So connect it and click the transfer files option, and make sure you have an activity open before connecting. After you have opened an activity, then connect it. So then it will show that here it will show your device if you have connected it, and make sure to accept whatever it is telling you. So after that, you hit this run button, then the app will install on your mobile. So now you will have your app on your mobile. Now you can test it and do see how it's working. Also, this is the launcher activity. So as soon as our app starts, this activity will open first since it's the launcher activity. So uh, let's drag a simple text. Let's bring a single text here. So let's so when you bring a text, so here I am using TextView. TextView, as you can see, we have many type of texts. We will see most of them, but for now we need a simple text view. Simple text view, you can think of it like print function. It simply displays the text on the screen as it is. So then you have to adjust its constraints. I'm gonna adjust them like this. Since I'm matching it there its constraints with parent. So once you have adjusted all four of them, you can drag them like this. Then let's go to the split part. Now I want to show you one more thing here. As you can see, it every text, every element has a unique ID. Every element that you use here, either it's a button or a text or anything, it has a unique ID. Make sure to give every element a unique ID. It's very important. We are gonna use these IDs in our Java file. So I'm gonna call it head since it's a main heading. You can give it any ID. So now its ID is head. So as you can see here, there are many properties. We can give it colors. There are so many options. You can change fonts, but let's go to the split and let's first change the size of it. As you can see, it is very small. So to change the size, first you have to do right is and right. As you can see, I'm in this text view block. So this is the whole text view block. This means opening of text view, and this these two symbols at end is known as a closing tag. It closes this tag. This block is the text block. There are many properties here which you can see: ID, layout, width, height. So let's increase our text size. So what you want to do is write and write, and then you have to write text size. Right, in the brackets, let's give it like 20 dp. So dp is a unit. Uh, you can think of it as a unit. So as you can see now, its size has increased. So let's increase it more. Why not? Let's do 50 dp. So as you can see now, it's very big text. So also ignore these warnings. They are not important. Uh, Also, I want to show you one more thing. Let's change its color. So let's change its color. So for changing color, similarly type and write first, then use text size. Text color. So now we have many options for color. Either you can define your custom colors in your drawable folder, or you can use the uh, hex codes of color. For example, I know that hex code of white is hash f f f f and f. Right. So this is the text code of hex code of white. Make sure to Google hex codes or any color unit. So now we have basic text in our activity. So let's rename it. So as you can see in write text property, it renames the text. So let's change it to something readable. So as you can see, it's looking nicer, but let's align it to center so it looks prettier. So let's to align text, do the same thing and write. Then you have to do the text alignment. Then as you can see, I'm getting option center, text and text start. I'm gonna use the center one since this is what you need. As you can see now, it's perfectly centered in the center. So let's put it here. Also, you can change its fonts. So let's give it new font. You have to select the font family. As you can see, there are many fonts here. So let's select this one for now. As you can see now, we have a font. You can download fonts from here. More fonts. What you have to do is come into the design section, then select the text. Then here you will see the option of font family. Let me search it here. Here is the font family. So here are all the available fonts. But if you are not satisfied, you can click more fonts, and these are all the downloadable fonts which you can download. As you can see, there's a whole bundle of them. So you can choose any font. For example, for now, I'm gonna choose this one. It's this one. Let's choose this one for now. So now when I select OK, as you can see, it's downloaded and it's here. So you can change more stuff. You can change the text style like this. You can change it to bold or italic. I have changed it to italic, or you can bold it also. So it is burdened now, but I don't want to do that right now. Also, you can select colors from here. Some colors are available, but for more precise color you need the hex code. So now if you run this app, you will see this screen and this text on it. So that's it for today's video. In the next video we will continue our journey. Thank you for watching.